Hey guys, Legendary Grimlock here, and just read the description down below on why I'm doing this. So today we're going to be doing Megatron from the War for Cybertron and the Fall of Cybertron, or the Aligned Continuity in general, versus Steppenwolf, okay? So, sorry, to Steppenwolf from the DCEU, the Snyder Cut. We're not going to be using the Josh Whedon Justice League version, because that honestly might get clapped up pretty easily. So, yeah, let's begin here. Steppenwolf is Darkseid's general and has actually conquered thousands of planets here. Steppenwolf is incredibly strong, actually showing multi-continental to continental attack potency. This is due to whatchamacallit. This is due to characters like him fighting the actual Doomsday. Yes, in the actual Snyder Cut promotional material for Krypton, Steppenwolf actually fights the actual Doomsday on Krypton's moon, and they shatter it. This shows that he has multi-continental attack potency. Not only that, he should be above the fake Doomsday that was able to fight against Superman, Wonder Woman, and kind of Batman. Yeah, so this shows that even at around base, he should have continental attack potency, okay? In terms of durability, he's been able to take attacks from Aquaman and Wonder Woman, who are both relative to each other. Wonder Woman being able to flip over tanks and Aquaman being able to lift submarines. And they both shown that they've been able to basically, Wonder Woman was able to harm Doomsday, and this is kind of due to her arsenal. But we do see eventually she was getting overwhelmed by him. So if we had to pick, I definitely say they're around... And we'll give them the benefit of the doubt and definitely say they're around that same level as Doomsday. So, yeah, I would say they're definitely around Continental. Then you have his durability. Steppenwolf will take attacks from Aquaman, Wonder Woman, and a double amp Superman. Believe it or not, Superman actually has an amp from the mother box when he comes back to life. And that kind of makes him a little more unstoppable, considering the energies and properties of the mother boxes are kind of more, I guess you could say, around the planetary margins, or at least the multi-continental margin. So this actually again shows that they were not near the same level as Steppenwolf when he became multi-continental. And then Superman gives the black suit, right, which actually allows him to absorb in more solar radiation. And this allows him to pretty much dominate Steppenwolf. Steppenwolf also has a arsenal of weaponry, which is pretty much included in his axe and his armor. His armor is able to use spikes, both being able to kind of like, morph around him and actually use him as a defense, able to dislodge arrows that actually get stuck in it. So again, Steppenwolf is pretty prominent. Steppenwolf has also been able to just pretty much dismember characters like Atlanteans and Amazons. Atlantean armor is like no joke. It should be much more highly sophisticated and highly advanced, more than our own technology. And Atlantean technology has shown that it can actually produce city level damage. So yeah, that's pretty much Steppenwolf there. But now we head into Megatron. Megatron is the leader of the Decepticons and a former member of the caste system, just like everybody else that actually joined that entire war. But yeah, let's start off. Megatron is actually incredibly strong. Actually was able to beat down Optimus Prime, and actually has strength greater than that of Brawl, who's been able to injure Optimus Prime on multiple occasions. This is the same Optimus Prime that could take attacks from Trypticon, and is pretty much just, I think, all around just far more durable than some of the other Autobots in general, including Autobot Enforcers. So again, this goes to show that Megatron is, hurting an Optimus Prime that's simply relative to, his level. So in honesty, yeah, it makes, I think that makes, hope that makes sense to y'all. Megatron is also capable of overpowering other Autobots as well. He's actually been able to overpower the likes of Ratchet, Bumblebee, Jazz. Actually has fought multiple creatures in the pits of Chaos. Some of them are actually strong enough to rival the Dinobots in power. So again, that was it's pretty prominent that he was able to kill these kind of beasts very so often, but that would actually fall into his skill department. But so yeah, we'll just talk about that in his skill department, and we'll just add the gladiator feats in that. He was able to survive his entire Pits of Chaos career, was actually able to best several Cybertronian warriors who were also in the Pits of Chaos, such as Soundwave. Soundwave in the Pits of Chaos was actually one of the more formidable ones and almost beat Megatron in a fight. He was also able to best Starscream in combat. Yes, Starscream was actually wasn't a gladiator, but he was one of the participating fighters as well before he met Megatron, and Megatron actually states that he was a formidable warrior and actually incredibly indefinitely formidable Decepticon. So again, Megatron being able to outskill and outmaneuver someone like Starscream is not even, it's not even something to really laugh at. Just due to the fact that Starscream is definitely built a whole lot different. Actually is able to outmaneuver and smack around aerial bots. Even was one of the reasons why Silverbolt was injured in the beginning of the game. So again, in the beginning of the Fall of Cybertron game. So yeah, it's pretty much noteworthy that he's he's pretty skilled. So it's nothing to really laugh at, honestly. So in terms of durability, he's been able to take attacks from Optimus Prime, Omega Supreme, Jetfire, who's one of the is actually a pretty strong area bot, able to cause a shockwave, and he's been able to take a beat down from Metroplex. It actually takes 3 punches to kill him. Now Metroplex is around the 600-foot margin. This is actually impressive. And actually, I think I got this wrong when I said that both Optimus Prime and Megatron should be around the city level to, mountain level ranges here. Because Metroplex should easily exceed that. This is due to the fact that Metroplex's size should be able to cause entire earthquakes, and should be able to, just do a lot of things that some of the kaiju actually can, being able to cause earthquakes casually. So this again would put Megatron around the large city level to mountain level plus margin due to Metroplex's size. I mean, the dude is literally confirmed to be a walking city, so there's no joke about that. So in all honesty, yeah, Megatron definitely shows large city to mountain level strength and durability. In terms of speed, he's easily faster than light. This is due to the fact that he's able to tag Seekers and aerial bots mid-flight, okay? And he even scales to above characters who've been able to do this, like Barricade, Brawl, Starscream, Thundercracker, Skywarp, Quake, Demolisher. You guys get it, right? Yeah, so again, he's easily above characters like this. In terms of intelligence, he's actually been able to lead for thousands of years. So again, that's pretty prominent. Now let's go into weaponry. He possesses a riot cannon, or a chaos riot cannon, whichever one I think it was. This riot cannon can actually be amplified by dark energon, which I'll get into in a bit. And it can actually produce devastating attack potency, being able to send Optimus Prime flying, and is above Autobots that can harm combiners, such as the likes of Jazz and Jetfire. So yeah, these guys are just, yeah, Megatron's cannon is pretty much broken. Actually, probably the strongest cannon in the probably in the verse, honestly. Let's get into axes. Megatron possesses his dark energon. Okay, his dark energon manipulation is actually insane here. It was actually able to destroy an entire space station, which again would be around city level. So in all honesty, it's just it's insane here. Let's take that further. Starscream then reactivated an energon bridge and fueled it with dark energon. This then proceeded to give Megatron more powerful, and to the point where they had weapons that could easily corrupt the planet. And Megatron even states that this is next to absolutely nothing from him. Megatron is able to use this dark energon to weaken his opponents. Actually is able to infect those with dark energon, such as Omega Supreme. This is actually pretty prominent because this actually drained Omega Supreme's power supply. So it actually shows that Megatron has energy drain along with this as well. He's actually been able to do this on, I think, a couple of occasions as well. And he's actually been able to use this to power up his cannon in order to fire devastating blasts. So this means that Megatron actually has planetary levels of attack potency with these hexes. So let's begin here and let's really talk about who's going to win this fight here. Now, Steppenwolf easily takes the strength, durability, and I would have to probably the stamina department. I would have to say probably. Like, it's a pretty big probably. Like, I'm not saying he takes it, you know, 10 times out of 10 almost every time, but yeah, he is pretty what's the word? Yeah, he is pretty durable, yeah, he's higher. He has better stamina. Almost forgot what I was about to say here. But where I think this is gonna come into is IQ, skill, and what's the word I'm looking for? Hexes. Megatron has better hexes and definitely has better weapons. Megatron's energy manipulation will allow him to do a lot of things with Steppenwolf. And the sheer fact that he's faster is also going to play a significant role as well. This is also a problem because Steppenwolf isn't that fast either. Not even faster than some of the other Autobots and Decepticons in the verse here. For example, the cars in the verse could actually outspeed him. And it wouldn't be a joke here. He's also been able to be he's also kind of slower than Wonder Woman and Aquaman, who are actually just at best supersonic speeds. So in all honesty, yeah, if he's slower than Megatron, that's kind of a done deal. Now add the Dark Energon on top of that. Megatron could pretty much use his Dark Energon to pretty much corrupt Steppenwolf and pretty much bring him down to a level to where he could actually finish him. He can even use this in AoE attacks to blast Steppenwolf back. So if Megatron sees he's not going to win a physical fight, he will use his skill to keep Steppenwolf off him, the same way Aquaman and Wonder Woman did. And he's going to be able to use his Dark Energon manipulation to pretty much not only weaken Steppenwolf throughout the duration of the fight, but eventually wind up getting the finishing blow with, I think, would be his Dark Energon infused cannon. Alright? So in all honesty, while Steppenwolf does have strength and durability, and maybe stamina, Megatron has the endurance, has the skill, has the intelligence, and has the much more potent hexes, and has the better weapon amplification. So I see Megatron taking this high diff at least 6 out of 10 times. Peace.